Have you ever wondered what this symbol means? It appears on Kung Lao's back in Shaolin Monks in Mortal Kombat 9, and on his front in Mortal Kombat 2 and Mortal Kombat 3. As far back as 1995, fans have been seeking an answer to this question. Today, I'm going to try to give my definitive explanation. Information on the internet was very sparse, and I had to dig through 20-year-old forums to find any clues. That led me to a January issue of GamePro magazine, where a reader asked what the symbol meant. Answering this question is difficult. At first glance, it's not easy to tell if it's supposed to be Chinese Hanzi or Japanese Kanji, as the creators of Mortal Kombat like to pull from both cultures to influence their games. GamePro's in-house Japanese exchange student thought it meant strong. However, everyone else disagreed and said it was a Chinese character, but no one could agree on what was the proper translation. So GamePro went to the best source, John Tobias. Kung Lao's symbol meant war in Chinese, and is pronounced Wu, as one of our readers indicated. So, this is it, right? I don't think so. Now, compared to other Mortal Kombat characters, Kung Lao is a lot less blood-hungry than others. While the term pacifist might be a little extreme for a guy who does things like this, he seems to gravitate towards peace a lot more than Raiden, or even Liu Kang, actually. I don't think he would walk around with the word war plastered on his body. When he joined Liu Kang in Mortal Kombat 2 to enter Outworld, Kung Lao's ultimate goal was to rebuild the White Lotus Society at the Wu Shi Academy, so he could train a new generation of warriors. The word warrior is actually another way to translate this character. One of the people consulted in the GamePro article said that Wu meant martial arts. That's not entirely accurate. Martial arts would be written this way, pronounced wushu. A similar term would be this, meaning martial arts master, and its pronunciation is wuxi, as in the Wu Shi Academy, the Masters of Martial Arts Academy. Already, I believe I have found a better translation than the ones provided in the GamePro article, but I think there's an even more fitting one for Kung Lao's personality, prior to the recent timelines in the newer games. You see, most Chinese characters are composed of smaller components known as radicals. As an example, this character meaning mother, it contains a radical for woman. So what if we did that to this one? Well, that was actually done in an obscure film called No Retreat, No Surrender from 1985. For context, that's supposed to be Bruce Lee resurrected from the dead to help beat up this other guy, played by Jean-Claude Van Damme.
The character Wu is made up of Guo, which means violence or force, plus this character Ji, meaning stop. We practice how to stop violence.
You know, the reason I find this so beautiful is that none of it is made up. King Zhong, the ruler of the Zhao dynasty, said in 597 BC, the term itself means stopping the blades, thus martiality. This is exactly what Kung Lao was originally meant to represent. During the events of Mortal Kombat 3, Kung Lao basically fakes his own death to live a life more aligned with the beliefs of his ancestors and the Shaolin monks. In his Mortal Kombat Gold ending, he comes out of hiding and attacks Goro, who had just signed a peace treaty with Kitana. Instead of killing him, the blow was a strike of vengeance for the great Kung Lao's death. The two shake hands and end a 500-year-long rivalry, finally giving him the peace he was looking for that would be horrifically taken from him in the very next game. Filled with rage and vengeance, Deadly Alliance and Deception are the only two games where Kung Lao doesn't display the Wu character. What a fitting symbol. That's meaning, according to the creator, was never even intended.